What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee Prodigy back with another video, and today we are going to be going over our King of the Court rewards that we did end up getting, particularly the Season 8 collectible. Actually, we're just going to go over the Season 8 collectible because we're going to see if it says anything. I just claimed it already, so we're going to see if it says anything in the collection. If you guys don't know, in King of the Court, the top reward is this Season 8 redemption key, and I don't know what that's about. So we're going to see anything in our collection. Also, so if you grind this event, it's relatively easy. I just used all my stamina. And I am currently in bracket 1. It doesn't seem like anyone's playing this event. So yeah, I recommend definitely playing the event and then getting this collectible because we don't know how valuable this could be. So let's go over to our collection and then we will see if that does anything, if it gives us any more information. Obviously, no collectibles and this doesn't give us any other information. So I guess we'll see what we can do with that collectible in 2 days because Season 8, if you guys did not know, it's going to be dropping on the 22nd. They're going to have like a maintenance that day at 10 a.m. it says on their Twitter page. And they also, speaking of their Twitter page, they dropped this hype theme that's going to be happening for, I believe it said 4 weeks. I read like the whole like article thing like 3 times and I still don't really get what it is. But yeah, they're going to be dropping that. I guess we'll see. It looks like they have like NBA Live Mobile kind of sets where you have like certain collectibles that you put to get to something else, because it doesn't seem like, based off of what they're talking about, that can be done like with like these kind of sets. But I guess we will see how that is looking once it does come out. So since we can't do that, and since I was going to make a video about changes I want to see in Season 8, but they did also like drop like a couple of changes. Like they dropped like some rhythm shooting kind of changes where they had like Devin Booker shooting a mid-range shot and gave like some shot feedback and gave like a more enhanced crowd. I'll probably just show a video of it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, since we can't talk about changes I want to see in Season 8, and they already seem to be making quite a bit of changes, so I guess we'll just wait for Season 8 to come out. As I said, it does come out in 2 days. We're going to talk about some cards that I feel like need stat upgrades. I did like a video like this, like I don't know how long ago it was. It was like when Honest Heart was completely different. You guys will see. But I did do a video like this, and they actually implemented a lot of stat upgrades that I ended up saying. I don't know if it's because they saw my video and they were like, yo, this guy's kind of cooking, or, you know, they just saw like, oh, these cards are like kind of understated. So a big example that I'll just go over real quick is like Tim Duncan was looking crazy. He had like a 3 in mid range and like his stats just looked disgusting. So yeah, let's go ahead, get right into it. We are going to go ahead and check this out. So there's going to be a couple of players. I'm going to say this in the beginning. There's going to be a couple of players I feel like deserve a 6. So the first one is going to be the point guard with the Golden State Warriors, obviously, Stephen Curry. I feel like all his cards, even though this one already has it, let's go over to one. These are his base stats. I feel like all his cards should get a boost in shot, dribble, and 3-point shot. At least Steph Curry cards, I feel like at least deserve a 6 or 3-point shot. I don't know how much this will change his actual gameplay since like he's already godly from 3 in gameplay, but shot, dribble, 3-point shot, I feel like should be upgrades for Stephen Curry. And the other players that I feel like should get an upgrade is the Lakers small forward LeBron James. Where is he at? If we can find a LeBron card real quick. I feel like LeBron should get a permanent playmaking boost, like a 6 in playmaking. There's like certain cards in the game that have like a 6 in certain stats. So I feel like these would be some pretty good additions. So LeBron, 6 in playmaking. I feel like honestly he has 6 in layups and dunks, but at least a 6 in playmaking. And then obviously the other card, the center, Nikola Jokic. Obviously, Magic is one of those cards we know has a 6 in playmaker or 6 in a certain stat. The center, Nikola Jokic, I still have the Lakers selected. Center Nikola Jokic, obviously, one of the best playmakers in the league. Probably the best playmaker in the league currently. Maybe he should get a 6 in playmaking as well, in my opinion. But yeah, those are all the cards I feel like deserve a 6. Next thing I want to talk about, we're going to talk about like the most disrespected cards that I've seen. Starting off, Ivica Zubac, or Zub, has like the worst stats I've seen. I don't know why his defense is at a 3. His like layups and dunks is at a 4. His agility's at a, I don't understand why his stats look this bad. I think he should at least like a 5 in defense at the very least, because the 3 is like kind of unusable, especially for a center. So I feel like at the very least he should be getting the 5 in defense, and then the agility should probably get like a 3 or a 4, get up to a 3 or a 4, and layups and dunks obviously goes to a 5. Next card, we're gonna talk about the cards first. I feel like I need multiple upgrades, so let's go into the next card, which I think TJ McConnell right here. If you look at his card looks kind of disgusting. Like he should get a 5 in mid range, so boost out by 1, a 4 in layups and dunks, and then a 5 in agility. I don't understand why his stats are this bad. At the very, he should definitely have a 5 in agility at this point. The mid-range, he be cooking with the mid-range. Like, he almost like beat us with the mid-range. And then the layups and dunks, obviously, I don't know why it's so low. It like kind of plays off as like agility. If you give him like a high agility and like you don't give him layups and dunks, and he already doesn't have the mid-range, I feel like he should be getting at least a 4 in layups and dunks, as I said, 5 in mid-range, 5 in agility. Next card, we're not going to spend too much time on these because there are obviously a lot of cards. Same team, Indiana Pacers. There are certain Pascal cards that have, like, we'll look at this one right here. Certain Pascal cards that have like a 4 in agility. I feel like all of them should just have a 5. As you can see, this one right here is a 5, but I also feel like he should get an upgrade to his mid-range and 3-point shot because I feel like he's a pretty good spot-up shooter. Just definitely deserves a 5 mid-range. And 3-point shot, I feel like you can go like either way on that. And then a 5 in defending as well because he's a pretty good switchable defender. Obviously, he has like the length to play some pretty good defense. Because I feel like, honestly, at this point, he should be one of the better power forwards in the game. But his stats just aren't looking like he is one of the better power forwards in the game. So that's definitely one of the cards I feel like need an upgrade. And the last player that I feel like needs multiple upgrades is the power forward for the Atlanta Hawks, Jalen Johnson. I don't know why his stats are this bad. 5 in mid-range, a 5 in layups and dunks, and a 4 in shot of dribble. And he should be looking a lot better compared to what he is right now. So yeah, Jalen Johnson get those upgrades. And then moving on to the cards that I feel like we're going to go stat by stat. So we're going to start it off with the shot off dribble stat. So if we go over to point guard, we're going to go to OKC, and we're going to go to, I guess, the Spurs. So Russell Westbrook, I feel like all his Thunder cards should get a 5 in shot off dribble. Most Russell Westbrook cards, even the Thunder ones, if we could find a different one, I guess we'll go to De'Aaron Fox. I feel like De'Aaron Fox gets a 5 in shot off dribble. He should get that. And then Russell Westbrook, all his even like his base, like non-boosted stats cards, I feel like they all should get a 5 in shot off dribble base at the very least. I don't know about his later years cards, like maybe the Rockets, maybe like, get away with the Rockets, but like later years, I don't know if he needs all those stats. But yeah, that's for shot off dribble. And then we have layups and dunks. There's a lot of cards that need to upgrade in layups and dunks. The first and most egregious one is Dwayne Wade. I don't know why he has a 4. Like I said, I don't know why he has a 4. It's just that simple. Give him a 5 in layups and dunks. Next card we have David Robinson. I don't understand. Same thing. David Robinson's like one of the most athletic people ever. He has a 4 in layups and dunks. Moving on, we got, what else do we have? We have Jalen Williams for the Oklahoma. I'm going to be biased with the other players. I was like, there's a lot of other players on this list. Maybe I feel like they just got that much better, or at least that much better than compared to the stats in this game. Jalen Williams, same thing. 5 layups and dunks. And then we have Jimmy, who I feel like, as I said, same thing. 5 layups and dunks. At least, maybe not his Warriors cards, but at the very least, his Heat cards should be getting the 5 layups. And then we can find a Jimmy Heat card right here. Obviously, only has a 4. Jalen Brunson only has a 3. I feel like that should be upgraded to at least a 4. And then Kyrie Irving only has a 3 as well. We already know how nice Kyrie is around the rim. That should be upgraded to at least a 4 to at least account for the layups. His layups and dunks are obviously included into that. The next stat that we're going to be looking at is defense. There's a crazy card in this game. We're going to talk about him a little bit later. We're going to talk about Carly a debuff a little bit later. You guys probably aren't going to care. I don't understand. I looked at his stats. I don't understand why they're that good. First off, obviously, maybe I'm being biased again, but he did make an all defense team. Jalen Williams, why does he have a 4 in defense? I don't understand. Moving on. Cason Wallace, why does he have a 4 in defense? Where is he at? Where is he? They might have made him a shooting guard in this game. Cason Wallace, why does he have a 4 in defense? I don't understand. Moving on. Dyson Daniels, he was like pretty close. I'm pretty sure he almost won Defensive Player of the Year. Let's go to Hawks. Dyson Daniels, why does he have a 4 in defense? It's time to get these stats upgraded. Come on. And the cards that made me look at all these, I was like, why does this card have a 5 in defense? That makes me think maybe everybody in the game just have a 5 in defense. Why does Stephon Castle have a 5 in defense? I don't understand. I really don't. So, hey, give every card in the game a 5 in defense. Not to say Stephon Castle's like a terrible defender, but he's cool, but some of the other guys we mentioned, obviously, a little bit better than him. And then I guess we'll talk about him right now. The card that's like really good for no reason is Jalen Suggs, and he's not good in the stats that he should be good in. Go point guard, Magic. So this card has a 5 in shot dribble, a 5 in layups and dunks. I don't know why he has that. He only has a 4 in defense, even though his best probably stat is defending. He's a couple of stats that are just looking kind of off for Jalen Suggs. He's not that good of a 3-point shooter, but I guess if you want to give him that. But yeah, I don't understand why his card is so good. His card is low key kind of a beast. But let's go moving on. Let's go with some more cards I find need to stab. These are kind of minor. Shooting guard, I think we'll go Jazz, maybe something like that. Yeah, shooting guard Jordan Clarkson. He has a 4 in mid range. I feel like you should get at least a 5 in mid range. Shout out to all the Knicks fans that got Jordan Clarkson. Moving on, center for the Mavericks, Derek Lively. I feel like you should get a 5 in agility. And then one of the major ones I saw, it was like kind of despicable. Cam Thomas only has like a 4 in mid range. I feel like you should at the very least get a 5 in defense, or 5 in mid range, not 5 in defense. Hold up. 5 mid range, because this card is looking kind of nasty at the base stats. He has a 5 in shot dribble, only a 4 in mid range. But at the very least, you begin a 5 in mid range. And the last player on this list is PJ Washington. Let's go power forward for the Mavericks. It might be difficult to find him. He's right there, and I already clicked the button. PJ Washington only has a 3 in defense. What are we doing? Why is this is like some egregious stats. This is definitely one of the stats that should be upgraded. Only a 3 defense. He's definitely an above average defender. So I would say at the very least 4, maybe even give him a 5. But yeah, that's all the cards that I saw that I feel like need a stat upgrade. Let me know down in the comment section if I missed anybody. I was just scrolling through the collection and saw a bunch of players. Let me know down in the comment section, like I said, if I missed anybody or who should be getting a stat upgrade or anything like that. But yeah, let me know also down in the comment section what you guys' thoughts are on the season 8 news that we did end up getting. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, drop a like. Also, if you could explain the hype thing to me, please do, because I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, as I said, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace out.